Assalamualaikum and a very good day to you all. In this video, I would like to share with you about integration as an area under a graph. So in this chapter, in this subtopic, you have to bear in mind there are two kinds of integration that you have to be aware of. Okay, the first one, if you want to integrate with respect to x, okay, and the other one if you want to respect anything with respect to y. So this one is also an area, this one is also an area. Okay, now the first thing that you have to take note is that when you integrate everything, integrate something with respect to x over a certain limit, you have to make sure the upper limit, lower limit, and the variable inside the integrand are the same thing with the variable that you are talking about, which is x lah in this case. Okay, so for example, we have x squared plus 1, so this one is like 4 and 3. 3 and 4 must be the value of x. X squared plus 1 must be this function, the function x squared plus 1 clearly is in terms of x, and at the end the dx must be dx lah, not dy. So same goes to dy. Okay, so this one must be something with respect to with respect to y, such as this. Okay, and the number over here must be must be the value of y. So that is you must take note for those things. Make sure it is the same. Okay, otherwise you will make mistakes. So let's go to the first part when we want to integrate with respect to x. So I come up with this keyword for you to remember by, okay, for you to understand. Okay, you don't have to memorize everything. Okay, you have to understand the concept. When we integrate with respect to x, okay, with respect to x, we need to minus upper curve. We have to take the upper curve and then we minus with the lower curve. Okay, so for example, this one A3, for A3, for the area 3 down there. Okay, so A3 equals, okay, integration from where to where? A to B. So A is the lower limit, B is the upper limit, and then we want to integrate with respect to x. Now we have to get the upper curve. What is the upper curve for the region? For the region A3, the upper curve is the green function I highlighted. So the green one is f1. Okay, so it is f1 minus, okay, the lower curve. Now what is the lower curve? This is the lower curve, the red function of f2. So we minus by f2 with respect to x, of course, because everything is in terms of x. Okay, now let's move on to the second one, A2, the area of A2. Okay, maybe I do it over here. A2 equals integrate with respect to x, of course. Okay, and then from where to where? B to C. B is the lower limit, C is the upper limit. And then we have to look the upper curve for the whole region of A2. This is the upper curve for the region A2. This is x-axis. X-axis means y equals 0. So 0 minus, okay, that is the upper curve, okay, minus the lower curve. The lower curve is the one in green over here, and the green function is f1. Okay, so maybe I can f1 over there. Okay, and bring this dx closer. Okay, so this is how we find the area 2. Okay, now let's move on to the third one, A1 over here. Okay, so A1 equals integration with respect to x. Okay, and then I rub this off lah. Okay, from where to where? From C to D. C is the lower limit, D is the upper limit. As you can see, C, D are the values of X on X-axis. Okay, so tally lah with this one, correct lah. Okay, and then what is the function? Okay, upper curve minus lower curve. What is the upper curve? Upper curve is F1 minus lower curve. What is the lower curve? Lower curve is X-axis. X-axis is Y equals 0, so minus 0. So these are the formula for integration with respect to X. Okay, next let's move on with respect to Y. So if with respect to X is upper curve minus lower curve, when we are integrating with respect to Y, the area that we get is we can get the area by integrating the right curve minus the left curve. Okay, like this one, minus the left curve. Okay, so from why don't we start by getting the formula for A4 over here, the orange curve, orange area. Okay, now we want to integrate A4 with respect to Y. Okay, the upper limit is A and the lower limit is B. Okay, and then what is the right curve? Right curve. The right curve right of the region is Y-axis. Y-axis equals x0. So 0, 0 minus what? Minus the left curve. Left curve is the green curve over there, which is F1. Okay, so that is the formula for area 4. Now let's move on to area 5. Area 5. Okay, area 5, we want to integrate everything with respect to Y. So the upper limit and the lower limit must be the value of Y. You see here we have B and C. So the area of A5 lies from B to C. So B is the upper limit and C is the lower limit. Now let's identify what is the right curve and the left curve. This is the right curve. The green function is the green curve is F1. So F1 minus what? Minus the left curve. The curve on the left of the area A5 is the straight line of Y-axis. And as we know just now, A1 is A1, sorry. Y-axis means X equals 0, so minus 0. Okay, now next, we figure out how to get the formula for A6, yeah. A6 integrate with respect to Y. So the limit must be the value of Y. So what is the value? Let's have a look. Now, as you can see here, the region of A6 over here, okay, lies from D, the lower limit, until this point. What is the value of this? I didn't label. Okay, this is the origin. This is at the origin, so the value of Y is 0. Okay, in this case, it's 0 lah. This is not the general form. This is not the general formula. In this case, from this sketch, is the upper limit is 0. If they have intersect something else like this, okay, if this is the axis, y-axis, and then maybe the left curve is like that, and left curve is something like that. So in this case, this is the area that we want is this one. So this is the upper limit, and this one is the lower limit. So it's different. Okay, in this case it's different, but in this case it's 0. Now what is the right curve? Right curve is the red curve of F2. Okay, and then what is the left curve? Left curve is the green curve of F1. So minus F1 with respect to Y. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you. Or maybe I zoom it out and then I get rid of this. Okay, so that is the concept of integration as area. Okay, thank you for your time and attention. Assalamualaikum. Have a good day.